So hands down, one of my favorite type of videos to make. We are rolling into the new year, so we are going to be talking about my daily tech and accessories for 2025. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Desmond. I make content about tech and travel gear. And as we move into the new year, I want to spend some time and talk about my new daily tech and accessories that I use on the regular. I love making videos like this just because my daily carry has changed so much over 2024, my needs, my style, my use cases. So let's talk about what is coming with me into the new year. So let's start with the bag, probably the biggest change to my carry. I've shifted a lot more towards classic shoulder bag, tote style carry. This right here is the Celine Romy. I personally like this bag a lot, and this is just all personal preference. It depends on what your aesthetic is and what your style is, but I like a classic shoulder carry. I think it holds everything that I need. I personally enjoy the design aesthetic here. This is from a brand called Celine. I picked this up on a recent trip in London. Just wanted to grab something for myself that was going to look great, last long, and again, kind of fit the style and aesthetic that I've started to shift more towards in 2025. This is from their men's line. You can see here we have a shoulder carry option, and then we have a crossbody option with the longer leather strap. I personally don't carry my bags like this very often. Usually for daily carry, I just toss everything I need into this bag, throw it over my shoulder, and I'm usually just ready to kind of rock and roll. Now, of course, for any of you out there that are looking for options in the shoulder or tote bag category, there are a ton out there, and not all of them have to fall into this particular price range. This is what I would consider a luxury purchase. The quality of the materials, although this is a wax canvas and a high quality leather, does not warrant the price tag. The price tag really comes from a brand tax. So this is what I would consider a luxury bag, but it's something that I wanted. It's something that I think has a timeless style and finish, and it's something I use all the time. So I figured I would treat myself. Now, the interior of the bag, very, very simple. It is just one large opening. The one big difference with the interior of this particular bag over some of the other brands that I own is the inside is all suede. So it's actually really quite soft, really great, adds a lot of weight and structure to the bag itself. And it keeps everything from scratching up, especially considering some of the things that I throw into this bag when I am on the go. So let's start with some of the big items that go into that bag for everyday carry. The first one is the Leica Q3. I recently upgraded from the Leica Q2. I waited a little while before making the switch. I know the Leica Q3 43 came out, and after that was released and I did some research, spent a little time with it, I decided that I actually wanted to just upgrade the 28mm, which is my personal favorite focal length for travel photography, street photography, everyday photography. So I just went with the Q3. I think this is a fantastic camera, albeit incredibly expensive for what it is, but the upgrades include a new tilty screen. I actually use that a ton. I bought some of the Leica accessories like the thumb grip and the soft shutter release button. And then what I've got on here is a Clever Supply Co. strap. So usually I can pull it out of the bag, throw it around my neck, throw it over my shoulder, and kind of just shoot as I move through a different city, or if I'm just running errands, just want to document regular everyday life. What you'll also see on the camera itself is a Short Stash Polar Pro everyday filter. I like this filter a lot. It's a polarizer and a mist filter in one, so it gives me a really nice effect. It cuts some of the sharpening, and I'm actually using the 67mm version with a step-up ring. I actually think the proportions look a lot better. I don't have to worry about throwing on the lens hood. This thing protects the original lens and glass of this camera really well. It's replaceable, and I can always throw this onto my other Sony lenses that are 67mm as well. And overall, I've really been enjoying my time with the Q3. The Q2 was my original everyday carry camera, and with the Q3, we have some improvements to autofocus. We have a lot more improvements to video, which is what I was looking for. So filming quick B-roll, being able to just get some nice shots when I am on the move has been great. The shoot's in Leica log, so I can color grade as well. We've got 60 frames per second in 4K, which is also great. And everything else about this though is mostly the same. We've just got improved processing, a new battery, and the tilty screen. Great camera. I'm glad I made the upgrade to the Q3. Still something I carry and use every single day on trips, on travel, when I'm running errands. Other essential tech, I've been using these for the last 6 months to maybe almost a year. These are the Nothing Ear. They are noise canceling earpods. I like the aesthetic. It's a very transparent kind of vibe here. I picked these over an AirPod Pro option just because I wanted something a little bit different. We've obviously got USB-C charging. I use these all the time. I just toss them into my bag. They connect to all of my devices, obviously via Bluetooth, and I just think they look great when they are in use, and the noise canceling is awesome. I also like the black and kind of transparent design. They are a little bit more inconspicuous than kind of the classic white earbuds from an AirPods option, for example, but overall these have been great and I keep these with me. Staying on some of the tech, let's talk about phones. I actually carry 2 phones with me for my everyday carry. The first one is an iPhone 16 Pro Max. Nothing really special to say about it. It's just the latest iPhone. I think the video quality, photo quality on this thing is pretty good. You've of course got the new kind of capture button and all the options there. I find myself using it just as a shutter release button. But actually what I really like about this iPhone 16 Pro Max is the case that I've been using on it every day for travel, for anything really. This is the Moment case with the variable ND filter attachment. So as you can see here, we've got the phone and we've got the camera lenses here. I like the protection around it, but what's really special is this filter system that Moment has built. If you take a close look, we've got this, the variable ND filter, got a little quick release button, and on the other side is the dial that you use to set the strength. What I like about this is the quick detach and attachment system here. It's really nice, it's really easy to use, it's so quick. And then the best thing about it is compared to some of the other options out there, like Polar Pro, for example, this is flush with the case and the shape of the phone. So there's no protruding circle that I need to rotate. The variable ND filter dial is here on the right, and it works perfectly fine. So it's really, really nice and easy to travel with. It fits in my pocket. It's not a pain to kind of get in and out. It's not a pain to use. It also looks like a normal case, so my phone doesn't look like a gigantic mobile cinema rig. And this is really nice. It just works as a lens protector and a variable ND filter at the same time. The other thing I like about it is I can just take this off, toss it into my pocket, or Moment includes this kind of carrying case right here where you can place it in there, and usually I can just throw this into my bag. But more often than not, I just keep it on the camera itself, and if I'm filming something where I don't need the ND filter, if I'm indoors, I just take it off, place it in my pocket, get my shot, put it back on. It's really, really nice. I think Moment did a great job on this. It did take a while to get though. I pre-ordered and it took probably a month or so before it even arrived. Overall though, this is great. The other phone that I use every single day is the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold. I don't have a case on this. I just kind of use it as is, but this is a beautiful folding phone. I have always been intrigued with the Android operating system. I used to use it a ton in the past, but Apple's just done such a great job of making things really seamless. I still use a lot of things in the Apple ecosystem, but recently with some of the advancements and honestly some of the design improvements of the Google Pixel line, I decided to get myself an Android powered phone and a foldable at the same time. I really like the user experience with this phone. So I use this for all of my business related stuff. So the YouTube channel, my own small business, anything like that, I use my Pixel for. I actually really prefer Gemini AI over Apple Intelligence. I think Gemini does a fantastic job. And because I use the Google Business Suite, like Gmail, Google Docs, Sheets, all of those things to run my business, the fact that Gemini has contextual data based on my emails, on the documents within Drive, it's a lot more intelligent. So I can ask it to find a document in Google Drive, give me a summary, and then give me some talking points, or dig through my email for any brand proposals and pull out all of the different price negotiations. So it's a lot more intelligent and helpful from an AI perspective. And actually, that's why I found this phone and just Gemini in general to be a lot more useful and productive for business and everyday use. Apple Intelligence, though, not really. I mean, it's kind of cool. It summarizes my notifications, but they're not very long anyways. This, being able to hop into my inbox, pull a PDF of a brand contract and give me the synopsis and the main points, that is valuable. So I find myself using this phone constantly. It comes with me all the time along with my iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I will continue to use it. So far, so good. I'm really happy with this purchase, and I think this has been a fantastic device. So moving on to some other essentials, because I think that was the last tech element in this video. Let's talk about some just standard things that everyone carries. This is my wallet. Everyone carries a wallet in some form or another. I just decided to, again, go with more of a luxury purchase, something I picked up this year. Again, everything has been going really well. Just wanted to pick something up for myself. But this is the Louis Vuitton travel wallet. I can't remember what it's called. It's a card holder, but it holds 4 cards up front. It has a pocket in the back, and it has a zipper pocket in the center. I actually end up using this zipper pocket a ton just because when I travel, sometimes I want to carry different currencies of cash. Sometimes I just want to throw different things in here. But what I actually carry in here, which I use all the time, and I lied, this is the last piece of tech in this video. This is a Nomad tracker card. This works just like an AirTag, for example, and it works with Find My app. So I keep this in my wallet, and it just lets me know where my wallet is all the time when I'm traveling. It doesn't really matter. It works just like an AirTag. It's the form factor that makes it great to keep in a wallet. I could have also slid it into any one of these card slots, but I just like to throw it in the center. But I really like this because it's a lot longer. I'm carrying more cards vertically, so it stays really slim and thin. And when I travel, this is an awesome thing to have. It holds everything that I need for any type of travel, and it fits in the bag. It's great, looks great. The wax canvas is pretty durable, and I just like having it around. Next on the list is a pair of sunglasses. So I live in California where it's often quite sunny, and when I travel, hopefully it's to a sunny, bright destination. So I always have a pair of sunglasses with me. These right here, this is from a brand called Gentle Monster. I think it's a Korean brand, but it's designed for Asian faces. But I really like these. I think they are super simple, very subtle, very low key. I actually picked these up while I was traveling to Australia. This was in Sydney in the middle of their summer, and you can imagine how sunny it was there. But as you can tell, I like to purchase a lot of these things when I'm traveling just as mementos, as souvenirs that are also functional and that will last a long time. So this pair of sunglasses is from the Golden Coast, and I think that makes them quite special to me. So these are Gentle Monster sunglasses. I keep them in the included pouch that they came with. It's kind of large, but super supple, super soft. So throwing this into that kind of bag that I carry is great because it doesn't bang up or scratch anything around it, and it also acts as a great way to keep some of the harder items away from the other hard items that may be at risk of scratching. Couple of other things on the list. These are fragrances, colognes, whatever you want to use, but I like to smell nice every day. So I've got a couple of scents that I really enjoy. This first one here is from Maison Margiela. This is called By the Fireplace. I usually wear this between the kind of fall and winter months. Smells like a fireplace. It's really smoky. It's pretty sweet. I really enjoy this. I get a lot of compliments on this, just especially around the winter time. It smells like, you know, a fireplace in a nice winter cabin. It feels very cozy. I enjoy having this on. It actually is a great scent. I would recommend everyone give it a try. The other one is in this Le Labo travel case. So this is from Le Labo. The set that I bought came with this kind of travel cylinder, and the scent I have in here is called Another 13. I personally really like this. This is great for that spring and summer months. So as you transition, it's really nice. It lasts a long time. It's pretty expensive in all honesty, especially compared to something like Maison Margiela or even some of the Tom Ford fragrances that I have, but I think it's worth the money. You don't really need to use a lot. I've got a couple of other scents in the same size, so depending on how I'm feeling, I can always switch out the internal vial, and this comes with me wherever I go. So I've always got some fragrance, some cologne with me when I am out and about. The other thing that I will give a special shout out to is Grams 28. This video isn't sponsored by anyone, by the way, but I always carry this Grams 28 pouch. I've been using it for everything, regardless of how many bags I switch or what bag I'm using, because the leather on this is great. It has a weather sealed zipper, and all these small items that I just mentioned to you, they just go in here. So there's organization in here. There's organization for pens, everything. I throw everything into this travel pouch. I zip it up, and then I toss that into my shoulder bag, my backpack, whatever bag I'm carrying. This just gets transferred wherever I go. So I personally love this. I don't think I use anything more than this particular leather pouch. The cologne fits in here. The Nothing Ear headphones fit in here. I could throw my wallet in here, I don't know why, but you can fit all those little items in here, zip this up, and then I can toss that into any of my bags. And again, because it is a high quality leather, because it is well designed and soft, it's not gonna bang up against anything else in the bag as well. And it's also gonna protect some of the harder gear from each other. The next thing on the list is an essential item, but this particular item isn't essential, if that makes sense. It's a pen. I always carry a pen with me. I think anyone that travels or does anything every day, have a pen on you. You never know when you're gonna need it. I carry a pen and a small notepad, so I always have something to write with and jot down ideas. But this particular pen is definitely something I would consider a luxury purchase and not an essential item. So I picked this up when I was in London. Again, a fantastic trip. I wanted to mark a memorable achievement, and I found this limited edition Around the World in 80 Days Mont Blanc Pen. I really love this thing. It's beautifully designed. It's something I use every day, but the reason why it's so special is, again, it was an achievement I wanted to remember. It was all focused around building this brand around traveling the world. So this happened to be a perfect purchase for that. And if you don't know anything about Mont Blanc pens, they're fantastic, but they also last forever. So I've got Mont Blanc pens that are 15, 20 years old, and you just switch out the refill. The pens themselves are just fantastic mementos. And yeah, this is one of my favorite items, and I keep it with me all the time, just to remind myself what I'm working for, what I'm trying to build, and the joys that come with traveling the world. And finally, the last items on the EDC list, it is a hat. I have two of them here that I use almost every day, or at least bring with me. I don't necessarily have to wear the hat, but these are both from a brand called Ami Paris. I really personally love this brand. I picked this up in London as well, and I can't remember where I picked this up, but this is just a classic black cap with the Ami Paris red logo. I actually get a lot of compliments on this. I get a lot of questions on the channel about this hat, but you can pick this up from Ami Paris. This is their standard baseball cap with the red embossed logo. And then the other one I picked up recently, especially around the fall and winter time, is this just all brown corduroy hat. You can see here, very subtle, is the Ami Paris logo in the same kind of brown color. So I really like having this, a brown and a black hat. That's kind of just a staple in whatever the daily wardrobe is. I can have it or not, depending on if I've gotten a haircut in a while. And yeah, for me, having a hat is an essential everyday carry item. All right, that was it for this video. I know I covered a lot of items here, but this is one of my favorite videos to make. I just kind of get to chat with you and share some cool stuff that I've collected over the year. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more videos just like this. I will be doing a series of kind of roundup videos on different items for travel, for camera carry, different price ranges. I'm just gonna be doing a lot more lifestyle stuff for this channel as well. So subscribe for more. I will be dropping new videos soon. All right, I will catch y'all in the next one.